My older sister, Sarah, was the all-American girl homecoming, Queen scholarship to Yale, the daughter my parents actually loved to brag about at Sunday brunch. I was just the other one, the girl who dropped out of art school to work at a diner. At her wedding, my mom actually told me to stay out of the family photos so I wouldn't ruin the aesthetic with my tattoos. When Sarah got sick, my parents turned the house into a shrine. They spent every second by her side, but treated me like a stranger. My dad even looked me in the eye and said, let the people who truly cared about her have their space. But here's what they didn't know: Sarah wasn't perfect. She was suffering under the weight of their expectations. The night before she passed, when the important people finally went home to sleep, I sat with her. She gripped my hand, her voice a thin whisper, and told me she'd hidden a key under the floorboard in our old playroom. She said, Chloe, you're the only one brave enough to handle the truth. She died that morning. At the wake, my aunt whispered that it was a shame I hadn't turned out like Sarah. My mom said I was lucky to even be invited to the funeral. I went to that playroom and I found her journal. It wasn't a diary. It was a confession. It documented every lie my parents forced her to tell, the massive debts they hid, and how they'd been stealing from her trust fund for years. In the back, she wrote, "To Chloe, my only real friend. Use this to get away. Use it to be. The funeral is tomorrow. My dad expects me to stand up there and talk about the perfect daughter. If I read her actual words, it will burn their reputation to the ground. They're calling me jealous. They're calling me ungrateful. But Sarah didn't leave this for them. She left it for me." This story brings to mind an ancient Sanskrit proverb, Satyameva Jayate means truth alone triumphs. We often exhaust ourselves trying to maintain a perfect image for society, but a life built on lies is a hollow one. Your worth isn't measured by how well you hide your flaws, but by how bravely you live your truth. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more real life dramas and lessons. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching.